Hi there. So, like I said, just going to do a little Q&A for you. I get asked a lot of questions on my Instagram and on Facebook. I wish I could answer you all, individually, but obviously I can't find the time. So I thought what I would do is just answer the top 10 asked questions. So I put some posts out and these are what I was asked. So I would say the first most asked question that on there was about skin and excess of it. Obviously, this is a huge concern for anybody who's dieting, myself included, especially with having so much weight to lose. Obviously, it's something that we're worried about. What can I say other than I've been incredibly lucky? I've not really been left with much at all. I wish there was some magical cream I could say that I've used. Really, I just use cocoa butter, but I've always used that. Don't know if it's got anything to do with it being better, I guess. I think it's mostly down to genetics. I can't say that there's been any particular exercise that I've done to tone up my skin. I've just been really lucky. I can't be thankful enough. Like I said, I wish there was something that I could say to use or to do that would help. But I can't really. I'd be lying if I did. So that kind of leads me on to the next question, which was to do with exercise. And have I done any? Not really. I lead quite an active life anyway, generally. I don't drive. So I tend to walk everywhere or cycle. So I've always been like that. Even when I was bigger, I had to. I had to walk places because I don't drive. So I didn't have much choice. But obviously it's got a lot easier. So I do a lot more of it. And having the two boys to chase after, I've got an active job. I work as a care assistant. So I'm not really often off my feet. I don't know whether this has helped with the excess skin because I'm mobile all the time. Again, like I said, I can't really comment on that. I've had bouts of exercise during my weight loss, but nothing consistent. I started Insanity anyway. I didn't last very long, about a week, I think. So, but I've done a bit of running, I guess. I've done the odd bit here and there. It's just trying to find the time. I'm busy, so yeah. Third question, we'll go with how long did it take me? My initial weight loss, which was I lost 10 stone 8 and hit my first target, took me roughly 14 months, I would say, to hit that target. I then maintained that target weight for 6 months before I found out I was pregnant. So obviously, inevitably, I gained weight during my pregnancy. Not a lot, but I did. Though I missed 1 week during my pregnancy, and that was the week that Archer was born. Because I had him on the Monday, I'm a Tuesday weigher, so obviously wasn't going to be there. I then went back the following week and I was below target. So, and they give you 6 weeks grace to get back into target. Obviously already being in target, I then just let it see how I went. I then carried on to lose more weight and lowered my target by a further stone. So over the next 6 weeks, I lost that weight. And hit my new target. So it's kind of been over 2 years, the journey, I would say. So that kind of leads me on to my next question, which is pregnancy. As you all know, or don't know, I followed Slimming World throughout my pregnancy. As a Target member, it just seemed to make sense to carry it on. Best decision I ever made. Being back at Target, back to pre-pregnancy weight and now lower within a week of having him is just literally a dream. Obviously, it was a massive worry of mine. You know, I've taken all that time to lose the weight. Finding out you're pregnant is kind of a big worry that you're going to put it all back on, especially if you were like me. I put on 4.5 stone with my first, so obviously hugely concerned. What would I say about being on plan while pregnant? You just got to do the best you can, really. Like, obviously with cravings, sickness, all the other things that pregnancies throw at you, it's not always possible. Like, at the beginning, I felt so ill. All I wanted to eat was carby, salty. So, you know, not always can be on plan. And sometimes cravings, man, if you don't get what you need, you go crazy. So you just got to do it sometimes. So it's just a case of being on plan when you can. Do the best you can, you know. Anything's better than, like, my first pregnancy, just sitting there eating it all the time. You know, so it helps. So another question that I get asked a lot is, how tall am I? I think I get asked this a lot because my target weight is actually 11 stone. Well, I'm 5'11", so I'm not short. So for me, 11 stone is, I think I have about a BMI of 21. So obviously much lighter, and it just I'd look ill. Like, I would look really ill. So for me, that's, you know, that's a good weight. Never thought I'd be there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Another question is my top tip to stay motivated. I get asked this a lot, how I manage to stay on plan and not, you know, divert or whatever. I would say my top tip is eat. Like, seriously, if you're hungry, eat something. That's what all the free foods are there for. Like, I eat tons. I eat more than I did when I was like 22 stone. My portion sizes are huge. I remember when I started, I had everyone telling me, there is no way you can lose weight eating that much. And I was like, I'm going to show you. But seriously, if you're hungry, you shouldn't be feeling hungry. Like, it's not a diet. It's changing your like your healthy, I guess, lifestyle and all that sort of thing. And if you're letting yourself get hungry, that's when you're more likely to cave and eat the bad stuff. Like, I know if I'm hungry, the one thing I want to do is go and grab rubbish, basically. I just want to go eat crap. So, yeah, just fill yourself up on all those free foods, super frees or speed foods, or, you know, just eat. That's what it's there for. The minute you start feeling deprived, you feel like you're on a diet. Like, I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I've just changed how I live and how I eat and how I think about food. My attitude towards food is completely changed, and I think that's how I stay on track. So then next, I guess it would have to be my cheat night. I get asked weekly about this, like all the time. My cheat night was only introduced once I was at Target. I didn't have cheat night before I hit Target. It's kind of my way of maintaining. What I do once a week, Tuesday night after I've been weighed, best time, week to get off, is one night a week, I just eat whatever I want. However much of it I want, I just go to town on it. Kind of eat everything. But the rest of the week, I am 100% on plan. And that seems to work for me for maintaining. I tried the increasing my healthy extras and, you know, increasing my sins daily, and it just didn't work for me. Like, everyone's different. That's the thing about being on being Target. It's not a one size fits all. It's going to be different for all of you. You know, once you're there, it will be different for everyone. And for me, that's just what works. So, yeah, I still have my sins each day. Normally, I'm on plan. 100% on plan the rest of the week. And on plan for me means sins. So I eat my sins. I eat roughly 5 to 10 a day, I would say. But I just don't count sins on Tuesdays. I just, you know, eat whatever. as you've all seen. And yes, I do eat all of that. Yeah, I love my food and fatty for life and all that. Next question then, it get asked all the time, so I guess I better include it, is what app do I use? There is a few apps I use. Mainly, I would say it's the main app I use is A Beautiful Mess. I would say that's what I use mostly for all my fonts, etc. But there's a few other ones like PhotoGrid, Photify. Depends what I want to do really, but A Beautiful Mess is the main one, is probably the one that everyone's asking about, like with my fonts and the little scribbles, etc. Next question I will answer is, did I ever imagine I would lose the amount of weight I have, and has it made me view myself any differently? Honestly, when I started Slimming World, I didn't really think I would lose any weight at all. Well, maybe a stone or so, and then I'd just quit like I always did, because I tried fad diets and I tried practically every diet, including that horrible maple syrup diet, which just don't even look it up, or because it's vile and made me really ill. So I kind of just thought it'd be like that. I'd go, I'd lose a stone, and then I'd leave, and probably not go back. You kind of, when you're that size, you just don't imagine that it's ever going to get better. So no, I didn't imagine I would ever lose that amount of weight. Obviously, I hoped I would. I dreamt I would. But I didn't think I would. I just kind of went. It was a kind of case of, let's just see how this goes. Yeah, I didn't go in and set a target or anything like that. I just thought, a couple of stone, anything would be great. Anything was better than being where I was at the time. So yeah, I didn't set targets. I just went. I would say the first week I was 100%. I went and weighed in, and I lost nothing. Nothing. I was fuming. Almost didn't go back. So I just say to anybody that not everyone gets big losses on their first week. It's not always the case. I was so pissed. I was pissed. I was livid. But for some reason, thank you, I carried on. And thank God I did, because the following week I lost 10 pounds and I have never looked back. Literally, yeah. I've still, even then, I wouldn't have said I would have thought that I would have I was just happy with losing like a couple of stone. So to have lost over 11.5 stone is just mental. Even to me, I think it's mental. So, and I guess that would be do I see myself differently? No, not really. I wish I could. It's odd, I come and attached to it. Like, everyone's like, oh, you must be so proud, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm proud, I'm happy, obviously, it's great. I feel fantastic that I've lost 11.5 stone. But I kind of feel like it feels like it's a different person. Like, I look at pictures, I kind of detached myself from that person. And I guess as you lose the weight, you kind of get used to how you are at the time. It must sound really weird, but I kind of know what I'm trying to say. I don't view myself any different because I'm not any different. Like, I'm still the same person inside, I guess. I'm a lot more confident, obviously, and I kind of prefer myself a little bit more. It's just really hard to, you kind of, I guess, have kind of detached from that person. So it's kind of like it's like a whole, different life. I know it sounds really weird. Yeah, I guess if you can get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So, how do I find the time? Is another question I get asked a lot. I find the time because I enjoy it. I guess I just try and find, if you enjoy it, you'll find the time to do it. So through Slimming World, I've kind of found a passion for food. It sounds really odd, but I'm a lot more passionate about food now than I was when I was big, which sounds really backwards. But it's true. I found I just enjoy trying to find ways of eating things that people wouldn't think you could eat on a diet, finding ways that I can do that, but in a healthy way. So I guess that's become a passion, so therefore I will find the time to do it because I enjoy it. It's a stress reliever for me. Like, I love cooking. Mostly my things don't really take much time, if I'm honest. Like, I try and find things that I can fit in between a full-time job and kids and school runs and Instagrams. It's trying to find things that work around that. So a lot of my meals and my recipes are really quick. They're quick, easy things, or things I can cook in the evening when the boys are in bed, things I can batch cook because my partner's a chef. So quite often I'm just cooking for myself and Lincoln, because obviously Archer's not quite old enough yet to eat it all. So a lot of batch cooking, things I can freeze down, just quick, simple things. Like, I'm all about the quick and simple, or the baking. I love baking. Baking cakes, etc. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like baking cakes? Almost as much as eating them. So yeah, I guess if you enjoy it, you'll find the time. And that's why I find the time. Which kind of leads me on to the next, which is, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone all of you really, for following me, supporting me, and just to say I wish I could answer you all individually, because I get asked so many questions, and like, I just can't answer them all, which is why I'm doing this Q&A. So I just want to say a great big thank you for taking the time to ask the questions and just to follow me and support me in my journey. Just to let you know that it's nothing personal. I just try to fit it in around a full-time job and kids, etc. It's just, it's not possible, it's not feasible, but it's really appreciated. Every one of your comments, I do read them, and it's massively appreciated. So thank you to all of you wonderful people. And yeah, so that's my Q&A. Bye. Right, so hi there. Yeah, so as I said, go do... Well, that went a little bit out of focus then. So hi there. Like, that was a bit chiseled. That I can say has helped, I guess, just down to genetics really. God, so just a little hi. And that's a wrap. If you like this video and you're on YouTube, please consider liking, sharing, or even subscribing. And if you're not already there, check out YlimeSalad.com for more great recipes and to see this one in writing. And from there, you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram to view my more daily food posts.